What's up guys, Hadrian here, Invincible Jiu Jitsu, and today I'm talking about the inverse relationship between your skill level and your physical capacity. What do I mean by this? So your ability on the mat, your overall capability on the mat is a ratio between your skill level on one hand, which increases the longer you spend in Jiu Jitsu, in the game of Jiu Jitsu, and your physical capacity, which decreases, unfortunately for most of us, all of us really, the longer we spend on planet Earth. And this can be a cause of some discontent for people that find themselves in this situation, people that have been doing Jiu-Jitsu long enough that they perhaps reach a sort of apex in their game. Their skills are good, they're learning exponentially, their skills are improving, and usually it's after the age of sort of 35, 40, they're starting to notice a physical decline, a decline in their endurance, their strength, their mobility, all these kinds of things, their recovery. And as I say, this could be the source of some confusion, some frustration when you find yourself in this situation. You know your jiu-jitsu is good, but you can't keep up with your skill level. That's what it feels like sometimes. And I've found myself in this position over the last year or so, year and a half. Now I'm deep into my 40s. I've noticed that things like my recovery, my endurance aren't as good as they used to be. And it has a knock-on effect in my performance on the mat. So my skill level is far better than it was a couple of years ago. The me of today would beat the me of yesterday, no doubt about it. But the me of today occasionally struggles with feisty blue belts and purple belts that I perhaps wouldn't have struggled with so much 2-3 years ago. So although my skill has increased, my capability on the mat feels like it has decreased. And no matter what anybody says, your physical capacity absolutely plays a big role in any combat sport, let alone jiu-jitsu, any sport. Physical capacity has a preeminent place. It's between your physical capacity and your skill. Those are the two things that really determine, as I say, your capability in combat sports. So let's say you find yourself in this place. You've been doing jiu-jitsu a while, long enough that your skill has, let's say, exponentially increased over the years. But also you've been on planet Earth long enough that you've noticed a physical decline, and now you're in this position of frustration, let's call it, because you're struggling with people that you feel you shouldn't be struggling against. And as I say, I've found myself in this position recently. And what I try to remind myself is why I'm doing jiu-jitsu now. Originally I got into jiu-jitsu because I wanted to learn to defend myself. I was bouncing and I felt that I needed to learn some skills, additional skills to what I'd already learned just, from life and other martial arts to help keep me safe on the door. Now, Jiu-Jitsu's place in self-defense, that's a whole other question. And actually there's a video that I've posted previously on that very subject, which you can watch at your leisure. But that was my motivation years and years ago when I was a much younger man. Now in my 40s, why am I continuing to do jiu-jitsu? Because I enjoy it, because it's fun, because I realize that jiu-jitsu has and continues to enrich my life in far more ways than just being able to effortlessly handle scrappy blue and purple belts. There's the camaraderie, there's the fitness aspect, there's the mental aspect of constantly problem solving on the mat live. There's the challenge of increasing skill level and staying competitive even though your physical capacity is diminishing. So there's all these benefits and countless others that come along with doing not just jiu-jitsu but martial arts and sports and anything that ultimately we enjoy. And that's why most of us are doing jiu-jitsu, because we enjoy it, because it keeps us fit, keeps us active, and it keeps us social. So to those people who find themselves in this position, this frustrating position of knowing that your skill level has outpaced your physical capacity and struggling to keep up with people that you wouldn't have struggled against maybe some years ago. For those people, to those people, I would say just remember all the other benefits that Jiu-Jitsu provides. It isn't just about the momentary satisfaction of tapping out someone stronger, younger, faster, more athletic, although I'll admit that is a pretty satisfying and enjoyable aspect of the art. But there are many, many more benefits, many, many more reasons why we as people stick around with Jiu-Jitsu and love Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu can be, if you allow it to be, a life-affirming, a life-altering for the better experience. And again, to reiterate, it isn't about getting the tap or being tapped. It's, for me, I look at Jiu-Jitsu now as if it was a game. And it is a game, much like life is a game. And how you play it determines how much you enjoy it. So I'll leave that with you to ponder. And until next time, roll well, roll easy, go easy on yourselves. Don't be thrashing yourselves out there. And I will see you in the next video.